History Month continues, and it's a great opportunity to teach our little ones about it as we celebrate what makes us different, yet the same. And what better way to teach them with some books. Joining us this morning to share suggestions is our friend Robin Call from Reading with Robin and New York Times bestselling author Nic Stone. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have lots to talk about. Robin, you always have great suggestions, but Nic, I would like to start with you. Tell us about your book.
So the book I'll be talking about today is called Fast Pitch, and honestly, it's a book that explores history that has not been recorded. The main character of this book's name is Shanice. She's a softball player, a fast pitch softball player. She's the captain of her team, and there's this legacy of playing baseball in her family. Her father played, her grandfather played, and her great-grandfather played, and she comes to discover that her great-grandfather, who played in the Negro Leagues, was framed for a crime. So she's trying to solve a mystery while also trying to lead her team to this league championship. But it's really about like the things that she can't find on the internet about the Negro Leagues because they were never recorded. So yeah, it was a really fun book to write. It's kind of like The Sandlot about a softball team of little black girls.
What a great time to share that story. I'm sure, you know, you've always had an interest in probably helping to share that story. What made you do it now and really, take hold of that and share that story?
You know, I decided I wanted to do a Sandlot retelling in probably 2018, and it just happened to come out at the right time. I'm thrilled that it's out in the world. I'm thrilled that little black girls who play softball, like I did, will get to see themselves in a book. And yeah, it's high time we see more books about black children playing sports and also connecting back like to their ancestry and to their ancestors who played sports.
Absolutely. And who would you say this age range is kind of for? I'm sure almost any age could get something out of it and enjoy the book. But who is this kind of targeted for?
Yeah, this is aimed at like 8 to 12, like 3rd through 8th grade-ish, 3rd through 7th grade.
And you also, it's great that you have your own book, and we want to make sure that we read that one, but you have other recommendations too.
I do. I brought a few more because these are all important,
yeah,
right?
Sure.
So a picture book recommendation. My picture book recommendation is Harlem's Little Blackbird. The author of this is Renee Watson, and the illustrator is a Caldecott winner. His name is Christian Robinson. And it's a book about Florence Mills, who is a musician, a person in musical history. So as we explore Black history, it's important to explore all types of Black history and Black people who have made history in as many areas as possible. I also brought this magical book, Black Boy Joy. For me, this book, it's a collection, of short stories by a variety of African-American male authors who are writing books today for middle schoolers, for high schoolers, for elementary schoolers. There's like a graphic novel section in here. It's really good. And honestly, I think of it as history in the making. And then the book I would recommend for young adults is Vinyl Moon. This is by Mahogany Brown, and it digs into literary greats. So we have this main character who is dealing with a terrible relationship situation. Y'all, excuse me. And she turns to literature written by Toni Morrison, Alice Walker, Langston Hughes for some guidance. And I think that seeing a person in modern day exploring literature from like back in the 1900s, if you will, is really important as well.
I always love a book about a book, which is great too. And Robin, yes. Speaking of course of the one who knows all books, you have some of your own recommendations for us as well. And we should tell everyone the reason they see no snow behind you today is because you're in sunny Florida.
I am. I'm in the land of my people. I am in Boca. It was so wonderful hearing Nic talk about those books because just all of these stories that we have not heard and going to research stories and finding nothing there is horrifying, you know, so I can only imagine the stories that are yet to come out and that we will learn about. And one of my first picks is Ruby Bridges' This Is Your Time, and this tells the story. This is, Ruby's story, beginning with, she was 6 years old when she was the first child to be integrated into a school where she still was in her own classroom. I mean, Ruby Bridges, everybody should follow her and her important advocacy and civil rights work. It's just incredible. And there she is at 6 and now. So this is a very important book about, and also, like you asked, Ashley, ages. Like, I love reading children's books.
Yeah.
There is just so then you want to learn more.
There's always a takeaway for everyone. This one you said was hot on your list.
This one I'm not sharing with anybody. They can get their own copy. The people that want my books. But Misty Copeland, I'm such a fan of her dancing and just her story of starting at, I think, 13 as a dancer, and she wasn't the prototype dancer, right? And so it comes into a whole bunch of race issues, also size issues and all of this, and body type or whatever, and just to be the first prima ballerina, I think, for the American Ballet Theater. The ABT, is that it? I don't know. I love dancing. I love her story. I love her heart. I love following her too.
And Robin, how about one more? One more.
Just one more.
We'll do a part 2.
This will be right. Okay, Sweet Justice, Georgia Gilmore, and the Montgomery Bus Boycott, which I didn't want to get the title wrong, by Mara Rockcliffe. And we know a lot about, a lot of people know a lot about the boycott, but not that I didn't realize it had gone on for a year in response to Rosa Parks, and it's dedicated to John Lewis. And it is, also we should say these books, the illustrations are just dazzling.
Oh, those are beautiful.
These are all important, and there's entertainment in the books, and they're for everybody to read, and fill your shelves with them.
Absolutely. Now, we just scratched the surface. I know, Robin, you have dozens more, so we'll try to get a list together. Maybe we can put that up online because there's so many wonderful books to share. Thank you both so much for joining us and taking the time, and we're going to make sure to put those book recommendations from both of these ladies up on our website, rhodeshow.com.